Okay, yes, I just would like to start by sending just heartfelt condolences, or not condolences, I guess, just prayers to Heather Ezell, the head coach from Wyoming that was unable to be here to coach her team today, and just dealing with some family stuff, and so we're praying for her. In her place was one of my former assistant coaches. Their associate head coach worked for me at the University of South Dakota, and one of the other assistant coaches, Brooke Atkinson, as well, on my staff at South Dakota. So quite familiar with their coaching staff, and they're quite familiar with me as well. So just kind of a fun matchup for us. I thought they came in here and really, we knew they were a very stingy defense coming in here, allowing only 51 points a game, and so we saw how hard it was. They forced us into some uncharacteristic turnovers for our team, but we found a way to overcome that and play great defense, and to hold a quality opponent like that to 39 points. I thought our kids locked in on the defensive side of the ball.
Talk about that defense. That was a 4-point game there at a point in the second half. Just talk about the way your group was able to pull away there down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I thought that there was a group, a kind of a lineup that we had out there where we were able to change the defense up just a little bit, and I thought that kind of sparked us, and then it seemed like that just kind of gave us a little bit of momentum, and then in the fourth quarter we were really locked in. I thought Josh Shelley made a few great plays, dynamic like steals, and Allison Widener sparked us with a couple, and Annika Stewart, playing on the perimeter a little bit out of position, and she had a few steals, and I think that us forcing a team like Wyoming, the very first thing we told the team when we were starting our prep for Wyoming is they just don't make a lot of mistakes. They're just a team that is very solid. They don't turn the ball over, and so for us to force them into 21 turnovers, I thought that said something about what we were trying to do defensively.
I know you've been excited and waiting to see Maggie out there get her first taste of it today. What did you see from her? Yeah,
I thought she did just a fabulous job. I think this past week we have been throwing a lot at her, just trying to help her to learn, several months worth of schemes and things like that in just a matter of days. And I think she's just been a trooper, just really picking things up very quickly, just learning, adjusting. She's so coachable. You tell her one time, and then the next time she gets it right. And so I thought for her to go out there today and just play the way she can play within herself, but just finding ways to not even look like it's all brand new to her, and so that's awesome. I thought the girls in the locker room were kind of asking her if we could do the roof cheer, like when she gets the block shots. I mean, I don't know. It's pretty fun to watch her just be able to kind of use her timing and size and athleticism to make things difficult there in the paint as well.
John Cook best describes Maggie as a competitor, is what he usually says. Is that a pretty good descriptor of what Maggie is?
Yeah, I think Coach Cook, yep, that's right on, spot on from what I've seen so far, and he's kind of told me, he's like, you're gonna have to chase her out of the gym. She always wants extra work, and we're already seeing that. I think she's just doing a really good job of just transitioning and finding ways to contribute for our group.
I'm sure you're not surprised we're at this point, but Lex with another double-double today. Just what did you see from her?
I thought Lex showed great patience today. I thought she just was not rushed, and that allowed her to be incredibly efficient. She obviously hit 4 threes, but it was really, I thought, just even with her back to the basket, just a little more patient and finishing and finding ways to help us with 3 block shots, just defensively kind of making things difficult. They had Allison Fertig, who was the freshman of the year in the Mountain West Conference 1 year ago, and she kind of hurt us in here last year, and she got 4 offensive rebounds last year against us, so that was a huge focus. Today we didn't give her any offensive rebounds, kind of kept her off the glass, made things very difficult, and I thought Alexis deserves a lot of the credit for that.
Maybe
Maybe obviously 2 phenomenal second halves the last 2 games, but slow starts. Just, what do you feel like you need to change moving forward with Big Ten play coming up here soon in this first half?
Yeah, I mean, our team knows that it's going to take 40 minutes, and we know that particularly when we get into the rigors of the grind of the Big Ten Conference, but we're playing another ranked opponent, an undefeated team in here on Wednesday, and if we think that we're going to be able to do it and with just one good half of basketball, that's we're going to be sadly mistaken. So, I think our kids are learning that, we know that, and so we're just going to have to keep our focus locked in and be aggressive with our pace and paint touches from the tip.